Hi guys, the Lozzie Mel here doing an update video finally. I'm not sure what week or anything I am. I know I've just passed the 18 months post-op on the 4th of May. We're in the middle of the May at the moment, so yeah, so I thought it was a good time to do an update. I think the last video I did, I meant to go back and watch it actually because I can't remember exactly what I talked about then or what I weighed in that video, but yeah, I was talking about deciding to let go of weekly weighing and sort of just trying to live more normally. So I thought I should check in and talk about where I'm at with all of that. So my highest weight was 105 kilos or 231 pounds. I got down to a lowest weight of 63.9 kilos. Or what was that, about 140.6 pounds. And I think that was early September last year, so about 8 months ago now. Today I've been avoiding weighing myself for quite some time, probably since the last video I did. I've really weighed myself about 3 times in that period, so I've been doing really well with the not sort of thinking about the scale so much anymore and focusing on how I feel in my clothes. And I've been knowing that I needed to weigh in because I could actually feel it in a couple of pairs of jeans that they were just feeling a bit snug, and I was feeling like I was scared to get on the scales because I in my mind I thought that I'd probably got back up to about 70 kilos. But anyway, I weighed in this morning and I was 68.1 kilos, which is 149.8 pounds. Yeah, so that's about 4.2 kilos or 9 pounds that I've gained since September last year over the 8 months. So that actually falls right onto that that magic 10% number that the surgeons always talk about, that's expected to regain, you know, after that first year of losing with the weight loss surgery. So so while I'm not like overly upset about it, I don't like the feeling of my clothes feeling snug, so I definitely need to change a couple of things in my eating, and that stuff like just really comes down to sugar. I've just let so much sugar back into my eating, and I mean I've never really been, you know, I've been really lucky in my journey post-op because I really have just eaten whatever I wanted and just tried to make healthy choices and listen to my sleeve. So I haven't really had to work all that hard at losing weight with the food aspect, but I've just really yeah, I wouldn't be proud to tell people the kind of stuff that I eat, so we'll leave it there. I went and saw a sort of a documentary movie that's only on at little independent cinemas at the moment around Australia called That Sugar Film, and that was really great to watch. It sort of talks about a guy who he has had a sugar-free diet for quite a number of years just because his girlfriend was into that kind of eating and healthy living, and he embarked on a 60-day challenge to just eat what regular Australians eat. He chose low-fat foods where possible, and he didn't consume any chocolate bars or lollies, specifically unhealthy food, but he aimed to eat 40 teaspoons of sugar a day from what people would consider to be a healthy diet. And in the 60 days, I think he gained close to 10 kilos or about 20 pounds. And the interesting thing I found about that film was that they looked at what his calories were before he went on the challenge, and I think he was having around 2,300 calories a day. And when he was doing the 60-day challenge, his calories generally ended up being lower than that day to day, but he still gained a lot of weight because of the sugar he was consuming. And it sort of explained why that happens with the insulin, and how it sort of just tells your body to store fat, and it switches off all the fat burning mechanisms because the insulin is so busy dealing with all the glucose. So yeah, so I found that really interesting. I know before in one of my other videos I've talked about trying to quit sugar, and I can never quit sugar because I love it too much. But it's just watching that video has made me really decide to cut cut out a lot of the processed sugary stuff, especially for my kids, and to just start, like I have a teaspoon of sugar in my coffee, for example, but I just want to start very gradually, tapering that down to half a teaspoon and then getting rid of it altogether. I think just a slow and gradual approach is probably going to be more successful, because I've tried to do the total elimination before and it doesn't work for me. So anyway, this is probably going to be a long video because I've got a couple of things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I just watched Aussie Lisa's VSG video upload, and she hit gold the other day. So I'm sorry I'm late to the party on that, Lisa. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube anymore, but congratulations, she's down to 65.2 kilos. Brilliant job. So proud of you. I've been so fortunate to watch your journey. And Amy, VSG to be the real me, she's having her 30th birthday on Wednesday, so be sure you all send her some lovely birthday messages. There's a few Aussies making videos and that now. I have sort of seen a couple of them on YouTube, but again, I don't really watch a whole lot of YouTube these days. But I just wanted to wish you all the best on your journeys, and I hope you're getting the support that you need and deserve through YouTube and Facebook. Talking of Facebook, I actually deactivated my VSG page, my VSG account, it's probably nearly 2 months ago now. So if you were friends with me on there and then you've suddenly looked and seen that you're not friends with me anymore, please don't think I unfriended you or anything like that. I just deactivated the account. I do have a personal account, but I generally don't add VSG friends there, because I don't really talk about weight loss stuff via Facebook. So there's not really much point, friending me on there anyway, because it's just purely my personal stuff on there. But there is, I'm still part of the Aussie Gastric Sleevers Facebook group, and there's a long-term Aussie Sleevers Facebook group as well. So I'm in part of those, and they're both a really good support network. So if you're not already a member of those, go ahead and join. Also, Wonder Sleeves Down Under is going to be happening again this year. It's in October the 30th and 31st in Perth. I'm not organising it this year. I contacted West Oz Bell, who's really active on the Facebook community, and to see if she'd like to grab the horns and grab the bull by the horns and just run with it in her own way this year. So she's been doing some amazing things, looking into organising not just a cocktail function but some other sort of speakers and things over like a 2-day event. So jump onto the Facebook Wonder Sleeves Down Under group if you want to find out more about that and go along. That should be really good. I don't know if I'll actually be going at this point, but there'll be lots of other great people there. What else? Where are we? Yeah, so I guess, spending 8 months in maintenance, maintenance is something that I never did before, because I never lost enough weight to consider myself successful and wanted to maintain it. I usually just lost weight and then regained it straight away. So this is definitely a new thing for me to sort of, although I've put on the 4 kilos, I've still always said to myself I'll be happy if I can just maintain under 70. So I'm sort of fine in that regard. However, I do think a lot about plastic surgery and whether or not it's something I want to do. And I think I've sort of mentally made a deal with myself that if I can, change my eating habits and sort of show to myself that I can get down to 59 kilos, which is where I think I would be happier with my body at about that weight. I'm 163 centimeters tall. That's 59. 59 kilos is 129.8 pounds. So I just feel like if I got down to that weight and I could be stable at that weight, and if I still wasn't happy with particularly my tummy and arms at that weight, then I think I would feel like it something I deserve to do to get plastics. But at the moment, I guess I just sort of feel, because I can still see areas of fat, that yes, getting plastic surgery would tidy that up, but yeah, it seems like spending a lot of money on fixing something that if I just put in a little bit extra effort, I might be happy with my body when I got down. If I got down to 59 kilos, I might like what I see when I get there. So, yeah, so I feel like that's kind of a deal I've made with myself. Who knows if I'll stick to it, but that's where I'm going with that at the moment. And look, I'm realistic. I'm not sort of looking at it that, oh, I'm gonna go on some crazy hardcore eating plan and drop 9 kilos in 9 weeks or anything like that. I just want to make some healthy changes and see where my weight's at the end of the year, and see and sort of relook at it then. Something else I've been thinking about was how, like, letting go of old mindsets that you carried around with you for so long when you're overweight. And I think because we spend a fair bit of time in that losing phase, and our clothes are constantly loose. You know, we're shrinking out of everything as fast as we buy new stuff. We're shrinking out of it, and then you get to the goal phase and the maintaining phase, and you buy all the clothes that fit you right, and you sort of, for me, I think that I got stuck in this feeling of, because my clothes weren't loose anymore, that it was a problem, because everything had just stopped, all the losing had stopped. And I know some other long-term post-op people talk about how like, it's kind of an anticlimax when you get to the end, because you stop feeling that adrenaline each week of losing weight, and I think that's definitely true. And yeah, it just got me thinking about automatic thoughts that we have, and I think for so long in my mind, if my clothes felt snug on me, I felt like that was a bad thing, and it made me feel self-conscious in public. So I think now that even though I'm under that 70 kilos, walking around and feeling my clothes firm on me just is setting off this automatic trigger of that I should be self-conscious because my clothes are firm. But I actually like the way I look in clothes, so it's not it's not that. So that's just something that I've been consciously trying to change. Something for you to think about as well, I guess. What else? Yeah, I guess on the same vein as that is that, the old automatic thinking when it came to losing weight was that this underlying expectancy of failure, and I think I've also been carrying that around, this expectancy that I'm going to fail at maintenance. So I think that's also why I've sort of been delaying the possibility, or delaying that decision of plastics, because I think I'm still waiting for myself to fail, even at this maintaining stage. So yeah, so I'm going to try and change that. Another little bit of exciting news: I had my surgeon contact me last week and to see if I would like to talk at like an information session they're doing at John Flynn Hospital. My surgeon was Dr. Candice Silverman in Coolangatta. Highly recommend her if you're looking into the sleeve or any of the other bariatric surgeries. Yeah, so I've got to find out a little bit more about that and see if it's something that I want to do. But yeah, I think I'm open. I think I'm open to the idea. I think that's good motivation for me to to have some healthier eating and at least drop a little bit of weight so I can stand up there and feel proud when I talk to people. So anyway, I think that's it. Yeah, just wish the best for everybody, and I guess I'll probably check back in with another video, I don't know, in a few months' time, maybe in about 3 months, and then I'll do another at 2 years post-op. Okay, bye for now.